The crown jewel of all Formula One races and perhaps the most beautiful circuit for them, the Monaco Grand Prix, will take place this weekend. It's no secret that races on this track are quite specific. Overtaking is practically impossible due to the sizes of modern F1 cars, and the success of the race lies in good qualification, savvy team strategy during the race, and, most importantly, error-free driving by the drivers on the narrow streets of Monte Carlo. But why is this Grand Prix so important and historical? In this video, I'll tell you about what you probably didn't know about it, and if you're a die-hard Formula One fan and know everything, then this video will be useful for you to refresh your memory about the most elite Grand Prix in the world. Monaco itself is the second tiniest country in the world, spanning only 2.2 square kilometers, and to this day is ruled by the Grimaldi family. In 1920, the Automobile Club of Monaco decided to organize their own Grand Prix, which was quite popular in their neighboring countries among elite circles. The Monte Carlo Rally was hosted in 1911 with drivers starting from all over Europe and ending up in the capital of Monaco's streets. Unfortunately, they were denied a chance to organize the Grand Prix due to a number of reasons. Grand Prix regulations stipulate that it should be held within the borders of the country in which it is hosted, such that Monaco faced a serious problem because it is very small and doesn't have space to build a proper racing circuit. They decided they would be creative and organize a circuit within the city itself, on the streets of Monte Carlo, hence making it one of the most unique circuits in the world. It's unique for a number of reasons. The Monaco Grand Prix is the only Formula One race where the race distance is under the mandated 305-kilometer minimum, which gives this Grand Prix the lowest average lap speed at around 150 kilometers per hour. The race distance has to be shorter to increase the likelihood of races being completed within the time limit set by Formula One organizers. Also, due to extremely narrow corners, racing drivers typically cannot overtake at full speed like what occurs on normal racing tracks with wide corners, which is also dangerous. This makes the Monaco Grand Prix not just about the technical aspects of the car, but also about the skill of the drivers in racing. The very first Monaco Grand Prix was held in 1929, and it was won by William Grover Williams, who set the fastest lap of the race at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Despite having engraved his name in the history of motorsport, his fate ended tragically as he was recruited as an agent by Britain's Special Operations Executive in 1940. However, in 1943, he was arrested and sent to the Sachsenhausen concentration camp, where he was executed. Now in Monaco, you can find his monument in his victorious Bugatti Type 35 at the first corner of the Monaco circuit. Monaco has a special treatment from Formula One organizers, but it hurts them financially since they pay one of the lowest fees to host the Grand Prix. 4 countries pay more than $50 million to organize a Grand Prix: Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Azerbaijan, with Azerbaijan paying an astonishing $57 million. Meanwhile, Monaco pays only $20 million, but this might change next year, as the current deal is expiring and Formula One wants to increase the fees for their most historical circuit. We will see how it turns out in 2025. Despite the fact that a huge number of drivers from different countries participated in the Monaco Grand Prix, including the United Kingdom, the United States, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Russia, Australia, and even Zimbabwe, only 5 native Monegasque drivers participated in their home Grand Prix. They are Louis Chiron, André Testu, Olivier Beretta, Robert Dornbos, and Charles Leclerc. But so far, there are 7 Monaco residents on the grid, though they race under different flags. As I mentioned earlier, the Monaco Grand Prix is the most demanding circuit and pushes drivers to the limit. Nelson Piquet once compared this Grand Prix to riding a bicycle around your living room, which is not surprising as it demands 5,000 gear changes where every millisecond counts and the slightest mistake can dramatically change the race. However, there have only been 2 cars in the history of the Grand Prix that ended up crashing into the harbor, once in 1955 by Italian driver Alberto Ascari and in 1965 by Australian driver Paul Hawkins. Even though the Monaco Grand Prix holds a glamorous status and has been important for many reasons, it is not favored by viewers around the world or even by the drivers themselves, who often label the Monaco Grand Prix as boring to watch and participate in. For almost 20 years, 13 out of 20 races were won by drivers who held the first position during qualifying. Despite its current status, the Monaco Grand Prix has given us many iconic moments. Schumacher's 6th victory at Monaco in 2001 was an epical milestone, surpassing the previously unassailable record held by Graham Hill and highlighting his illustrious career. Lewis Hamilton's inaugural Monaco Grand Prix triumph in 2008, with his dramatic 2016 victory following a late crash, and Max Verstappen's dominant 2021 win are all memorable. Additionally, this Grand Prix holds some impressive records, such as the fastest lap record set by Lewis Hamilton in 2021 with 1 minute and 12 seconds, and the legendary Ayrton Senna holding 2 records with the most pole positions at 5 and the most wins, having won this Grand Prix 6 times. There are also unforgettable moments moments in Formula One history, such as Kimi Räikkönen being filmed walking to his yacht after retiring his car in 2006 and getting drunk with his friends. Anyway, this is truly a historical circuit for many reasons, and I hope that this year the Grand Prix will not only give us an exciting and emotional race, but also great moments beyond the track that we can turn into memes and include in the history of not only motorsport but also popular culture.